Thank you, my new subscribers and old subscribers. We have a very powerful tips today to discuss on. Our video or this channel is talking about spiritual that control physical. As we all know, that life is spiritual. Spiritual control physical. Before anything will take place in this physical planet, it has taken place somewhere in the spirit world. That's why we are here to give you some spiritual tips on what is going on in the spirit world and how they control the physical world and how they use humanity to operate. This video now, I'm telling you how the spirit world, how they control physical world, how powerful is the spiritual world over physical world. Subscribe to this channel. Send our video to your friends, families, and well-wishers. Who knows? One of the videos might be what they have been searching for, and it will help them a lot. The video we are making now is talking about how spirit world are powerful and how the spirit world control this physical world. They project evil in someone. They program evil in people on this physical planet and send them messages. Sometimes they send evil message. Sometimes they bring good messages. How did they send this message? At the end of this video, I'm going to put a voice for you to listen to for more example on how the spirit world are using physical world to operate. That's why I told you in one of the previous videos that if you want to be powerful than the spirit world, because it's possible for us to be more powerful than the spirit world, because we are half spirit and half human. When you make use of your spiritual power in a rightful proportion, you are going to be more powerful. Even the spirit world cannot use you to operate because you are full of half spirit and half human. But when you neglect the spiritual part of your life, when the spiritual world want to act or negatively, they can use you. That's why you see many people, when they do evil, when they want to perform evil, they are out of their senses. They are out of their senses. The moment they finish performing that evil, maybe killing, they regain their senses. Have you asked yourself what is going on in their life that makes them to perform that evil act? Maybe they went to a house and killed. Some killed their husband, some killed their wife. Some maltreat their fellow human beings, some poison their friends. Why must she or he poison his friends? There are something that have taken on in the spirit world, and they are an object that being used to kill. The moment they finish that killing, they came back to their senses. They regain their senses and they begin to cry. Have you asked yourself what happened to them? The spiritual world have made use of them to perform a particular act. And the moment they accomplish what they want, they go out of that body. And that person will regain her senses. Why must it be you? Why must it be them? Why must it be she or he that the spirit world use? That the negative part of the spirit world use to perform that act? Because her spiritual life is neglected. She or he neglected her spiritual life, which will be used for positive part. When the spirit world want to do a good work, let it be us that they are going to use to do a good work. Do not allow yourself to be used to do a negative work, like killing, poisoning, evil atrocities. Do not allow yourself to be used. The spirit world are powerful. That's why you have to be spiritually powerful for you not to be used. Sometimes they can use someone's face and appear in dream to act. Do not allow them to use your face. Rather, let your face be used for good to save people, both in the spirit world, the dream world, and the physical world. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to tell you how the spirit world operates in the dream world. Dream world is another world. Spirit world is stronger. Physical world is another world. Today we are discussing on how spiritual world are very powerful and how they use humanity, how they control human being to operate. They cannot operate alone. They operate by using human beings. Even in the marketplaces, spirits are there working, buying things. How do they buy things? They can never be spirit and start buying things. Nobody will like to sell to them. People will run away. But they have to come in human form in order to buy something. But when you are spiritual, sometimes in the marketplace, you will feel an energy that things around you are not in okay. That this person that just passed now, there is something about this person. This person is a spirit. But come in a human form in order to buy or in order to get what he or she wants. Then in that case, the moment you notice it, you reposition yourself for you not to be harmed or for you not to absorb bad energy. What are we saying in this video now? The spirit world, they can cause good and they can cause harm. Let's talk on the harmful side to enable us to be careful in life. When the spirit world, when it is being planned in the spiritual world, this spiritual world we are talking about can operate in many forms. The native doctor can operate physically. Pastors can operate physically. Prophets, even you as a human being can operate in the spirit realm. Let's talk about the positive and harmful side of the spiritual world. This will help us to be careful on this physical planet. Before you challenge someone or before you put your leg somewhere, you must know your stand in the spirit world. You must know your spiritual power. Some people have died because of careless lifestyle. Some people have died because of not being careful. Some people have died for not positioning their spiritual life well. They march their leg where they didn't supposed to go. They talk anyhow. When you challenge a great spiritualist, and it happens that your challenge hurt him so much, he can use spiritual powers to hurt you or harm you. That's why you have to be careful on the kind of lifestyle you are living. Because some people are more spiritual than others. And people who are more spiritual, when they get angry, it's very hard for them to bear anger. Because of the powers and things they know. They revenge easily. So I want to tell you today to be careful in the kind of lifestyle you are living. As we are talking the harmful side of the spiritual world, to enable you to be careful. Have you asked yourself, why is it that a bus loaded with about 10 people, an accident sometimes take place, 2 people died, and 8 people succeed or survived? When you look into the spirit world, something have done on those 2 people that passed away. They have died maybe 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago in the spirit world. The spirit world will begin to monitor their lifestyle, to know when they want to travel, to know where they want to go, to know the kind of thing they are doing in order to position what will happen to them for them to die. If they did not die through that accident, they can die in another thing. Because death have been positioned in their life. That's why before you even enter a bus, you have to pray. Pray in your altar, the altar of your heart and the physical altar. 2 altars we have, the physical and the spiritual altar. The physical altar you made and inflict powers there, and it's powerful. And the altar in your heart, you must consult these 2 altars before you travel. Because you are not the only one in that bus. Sometimes the enemy have projected to kill someone there. The enemy have killed someone in that bus, in that journey spiritually. If you are careless and you are not strong enough spiritually, the accident made for someone can also be your accident. It's either you are injured or you passed away. So you must equip and prepare yourself spiritually. Anywhere you are going, anywhere you are. Some people have been killed in the spirit world, and the enemies are just looking for any chances of their movement to take away their life. Some see this in dream, but they ignore it. I think in affiliate video, we have taught so many times why you should not ignore bad dreams. Bad dreams are so many things that happen, taking place in the spirit world. And because your energy goes around the world, spiritual and physical, when you are sleeping, it can absorb what is going on your head or someone's head. And it can be a dream. Do not ignore any negative dreams. Many people have passed away for ignoring their dreams. When you have a negative dream, pray against it. We have discussed many times in this channel how you can destroy bad dream. Please subscribe so you can get it. And when you have a good dream, what you should do so it will come to pass. Many people dream how they bought a car or have good news 5 years ago. Up to this year, they have not gotten it. Have you asked yourself what is holding those good dreams? It is spiritual. We discussed in the previous video how you can tackle all these things. So going to the channel, going to the topic where we are discussing today. Before anything will take place in this physical planet, it has taken place in the spirit world. Why is it that it is this particular day that you are doing your feast or your party or travel that this accident took place? But people have been passing here with bus or cars every day. Why is it that it is today that you are traveling that this accident have taken place? Something have taken place in the spirit world. Even some people being poisoned by their friends. The spirit world just use their friends. They have eyes, they have ears. They look for someone who is very close to them. They look for someone who is very close to you, who can perform what they want to perform in order to bring you down. But if you are spiritually alert, before that friend can perform that act, the spirit world will reveal it to you. And you will begin to do some work against it. You begin to do some prayers against it. They will do it, but it will not work the way they planned it, because they have done it. When they do it, you destroy it. So when it comes out physically, it will not have any energy anymore. That's why I'm telling you that whatever the enemy did spiritual, and you find out in one way or the other, enter spiritual to destroy it. Remember, even when you close your eyes to pray, it's a spiritual work. Spiritual work is not only when you on your candle or go to your special place and pray. Even when you go to close your eyes and kneel down by the side of your bed in any corner of your house to make a prayer, it's also a spiritual prayer. It's also spiritual. What I'm saying that you must make sure you are powerful in the spirit world in order to win many battles. Because all the battles we are facing, even the power of karma is spiritual. We are going to discuss it also, how karma works. Why people face karma. Because when someone dies, you think that our own has end. No. It is the body that are weak, the body that died. The soul left the body. And when the soul left the body, that particular soul left with all the atrocity he has committed. And when he reconnect to come back again, he come back bearing the burden of those atrocity he has committed. And he has to pay the karma. But when he's changed, the karma reduces. On the topic of spiritual that control physical that we are talking now, many things that are happening to us have taken place in the spirit world. The spirit world are using humanity, they are using human beings to operate in many forms. They can use your child, they can use your mother, they can use your husband, they can use you to operate. So be very careful the kind of lifestyle you are living. So you don't welcome the negative part of the spirit world to use you to accomplish their evil desire on people. Spirit world are positive and negative also, just like human are positive and negative. There are some people, when you deal with them, they are full of negativity. There are some people, when you come in contact with them, they are full of positivity. It's the same in the spirit world. Negative and positive are there. But I want us to be used in a positive way. I want us to be used by the spirit world in a positive way to save people, to save souls, not to destroy. Sometimes when you are not careful of your lifestyle, the spirit world of negativity can use you to operate, to kill, to poison, to betray, to go messages that does not give glory to the Almighty. So for them not to be used, for them not to use you, you have to be careful the kind of energy you absorb and the kind of lifestyle you use. Because if you are a criminal and you go around killing, when the spirit world want to kill, when the enemies from the spirit world want to kill, they look for a criminal who can kill and they used you. But when you are going around doing good, when the spirit world of positivity want to act in a good form, they come out on the physical planet and make use of you, speak messages to you in one way or the other, and they use you to do good. And that is the best way for you to operate in this planet of humanity. I promise you that at the end of this video, I'm going to put a voice for you to listen. How spirit world uses humanity to operate. Even they use some materials. They can use tree. Maybe you are walking on a particular road. This tree have not fallen down for so many years. But the moment it's your turn or turn of someone to pass or cross, it fall down on top of that person and kill. The spirit world have projected it that this tree is about to fall, is weak. And this particular person we want to destroy is always crossing this side. Today, let us make use of this tree. Because this tree is going to fall today. So today, we heard him saying that he's going to market. So if he's going here, this is the time this tree is about to fall. Let this tree fall on top of him or her. When you wake up in the morning, if you are spiritually alert, your guardian angel, you are speaking with your guardian angel every time. You are busy. You are a type that is spiritually alert. You can also see it in the dream that you are walking on a path and a tree fall on top of you. If you are someone that you are careful, you can decide not to go to that market that day. And when that time reaches, that tree can fall. You might add the news and you glorify the Almighty for not passing that area. Because after checking it, you will remember that this is the particular time you want to make this movement. And that tree fall that time. A lot of things have happened spiritually and manifest physically. Many people did not escape it. Gunshot, killings, many ways, poisons, fight in the party that brings harm, many accidents. Many have escaped the spiritual plans of the enemies negatively. Many have also received the good plans of the spirit world. But today we are talking about the harmful side. And what is the solution for you to escape all these spiritual negative plans of the enemy? You must be spiritually alert. Your spiritual life must be alert. Your spiritual life have to increase up to 60%. I did not say 50%. I said up to 60%. If you must escape spiritual plans, negative plans of the spiritual world. And when you are spiritually alert, you build your spiritual life. You are doing spiritual work on yourself. Go to all my videos. You will learn a lot about spiritual work. You will learn a lot how you can build your energy. You learn a lot how you can use the 4 planets to build your energy, to build your spiritual life in order to be spiritually alert. Even the problem in many marriages is spiritual. Many families are into bondage. The ancestors have committed a lot. Many karmas are going on. Go to all my videos. Subscribe to this one so that other videos can pop up in your phone or your iPad or your computer. So you can listen about how spirituals are operating. Then you will understand more about this topic today. May you not be used by the enemies to accomplish their negative side. Rather, allow yourself to be used for positive side to save souls. Because of our time, this video today is too long. We are talking on how the spirit world are using humanity. We are saying that anything that will take place in this physical world have taken place spiritually. And we are telling you not to allow yourself to be used. Sometimes you get carried away and you will be used. After the enemy finish using you, your eyes will clear. Because you are not spiritually alert. Because you are not spiritually inclined. Because you neglect the spiritual part of life. and you're full of physical life, the spirit world can use you to perform evil. And the moment they finish, your eyes got clear. So we are advising you to be spiritually alert. Make sure you pray. Make sure you have a strong affirmation. Make sure you live a positive lifestyle. I want you to listen to this voice now, so you can understand more how spirit world operates. The voice is telling about what happened to David. And he used one of the sergeant's wife, pregnated her, at the same time killed the husband. He's talking about how the spirit world are going round, using even material things, using even animals, using even human beings to operate. I want you to listen.
When somebody is traveling full speed in a pathway of destruction without knowing, it is a very great tragedy, a great problem for someone to be under the influence of a remote controlling force without knowing. It's a terrible thing to be dancing to the music of an unseen enemy. It is a tragedy to be dancing to the music of a strange force. It is a very terrible thing when you are doing a particular thing and you are not 100% in charge of yourself as you are doing what you are doing. It is sad that somebody will involve you in something that is very disastrous, but it is after that disaster has happened, the eyes will now clear. One fellow in this country wanted to go and participate in an international athletic competition, and he wanted the gold medal. And so he went to a native doctor. Instead of this man to practice, to run, to exercise, to do all kinds of things, he went to a native doctor. The question is, what power pushed somebody who is a graduate to a native doctor because he wanted to win a race? And when he got there, the native doctor said, "You want to win the race?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, go and catch a live snake and bring it here." They were very native doctor. When I even see dead snake, I run. He said, "I should go and catch a live one." No, sorry, sir, I can't. But if you will do it for me, I will do it. What power allowed him to still continue to stay there when he was hearing go and catch a live snake? What power made him to pay for that serpent? So the native doctor got the serpent for him. And the native doctor said, once they said, "Get on your backs," they said, "Go." And you just look at your back a little bit. You will know what will happen. And he believed and went for the race. So anytime they said, "Get on your backs," they said, "Go." He looks back. And you see this large serpent pursuing him. So he will start running. And in trying to run away from this pursuing serpent, he will win the race. So he won the race, got the medals he wanted. Meanwhile, the native doctor did not warn him that a time will come when you are no longer running races again, the serpent will enter into your body. Didn't tell him. One day he was in his sitting room. All of a sudden he felt something was entering his back. From that day, his problem started. What were the powers that delegated this man all along this terrible journey? They are the evil. Mother was a eighth wife, and she was the only one who got to degree level in that family. All of the children in the home, about 50 of them, none of them got beyond the secondary school. So the other 7 wives gathered together and said, so it's your own daughter that is able to travel abroad to go and study. Then she will not come back, we're telling you now. She said, "Shut up, Joy, she will come back." Shut up has no in the name of Jesus in it, because he has already known Jesus. This woman went to a terrible, wicked man that is reputed to be the most wicked around at that time. The specialty of this wicked man is to kill people. The man was so good at killing people that if you say he should kill somebody for you, he will ask you to sit down and he will start his ritual. I will ask you to go and stand at the front of the person's house. That once you hear crying, come back. But now the person they asked him to kill is not in Nigeria. So what did he do? He went and got live fishes. He spoke to the fishes and programmed satanic poison into them and threw the fish back into the water. One way or the other, these fishes found their way to the country where this girl was studying. One way or the other, the fishes found their way to the market where this lady used to buy fish. One way or the other, it was those fishes this lady bought. She was not a Christian. She ate the fish and died right there at the dining table. Questions and questions and questions. What made this woman to buy that fish? What made her to go to that particular market where they are selling that particular fish? What made her to be hungry of fish at that time? It was an evil programming. Everything had been programmed spiritually. Read your Bible well, beloved. All David's men of war went to the war front. David sat at home, he didn't go. What made him at that very time to sit at home? What was the power that pushed David to the rooftop? What was the power that asked the woman to come at that time and be having a bed in the open? What inspired this woman to stay there at that hour? Why is it that David slept with this woman only once and he became pregnant? Who programmed it? These are the jobs of evil programmers. Listen to me and listen to me well, beloved. When the hand of this power is on a life, you could be a pastor, you could be anything. If you don't shake it off, a person will travel the journey of destruction and will be rejoicing. The enemy will have finished somebody up, the person will not know.
There are some places in the video, in the voice that you listen to now. I don't know if this voice is clear or not, but I want to explain to you a bit of what this voice is talking about. Spiritual that control physical. This voice gives instances of what happened physically in his presence. A man that have about 7 wives, and one of the child managed to travel abroad to school. When he finished graduation, he has to come home. And other wife said to the other wife that the daughter traveled, that this your daughter can never come home alive. And she said, go, she must come home, she must survive. But there is no power in what she's saying. She has no spiritual energy. She has no spiritual power. She just said it. And those wives that are jealous of her begin to make juju and a lot of things against this particular daughter who is in abroad. Do you know what they finally planned and did? They went to a native doctor. And the native doctor told them, go and stand in front of this person's house. The moment you heard a cry. But this person happened to be in abroad. The next thing they do is, you can listen to the video very well. I think I'm giving you brief. And I think I'm not saying it well, but listen to the voice. The next thing they did with the native doctor is to go and get a fish, a live fish. They injected something in that fish, make some incantation and powers, and put it in the river. Before you know it, it's a spiritual talk. A carnal man cannot understand it. That fish find its way to abroad where that lady is. The fisherman caught the fish. They sell it in the market. It happens that that lady is the one that bought that particular fish. All these things have been programmed. And when she bought it, she ate that fish and died. Some people will think, how can this story be possible? It has happened to many. Many have eaten food poisons. And the same place you get that food or that fruit is the same place people comes and get. Why is it on your own tongue that fruit is poisoned and you got it and you eat it? A lot of things have been happening in this spirit world. A lot of things. So this video today is to tell you how spirit world have power over humanity. Remember, do not allow yourself to be used. And I make this video for you to be spiritually alert, for you to increase your spirit life, at least spiritual life, of at least 60%, so that the enemy cannot use you to fulfill their purposes spiritually. Rather, they use you for betterment of the humanity. And also to equip your family spiritually. When you are doing spiritual work, do not leave your children, your family behind. The enemy can also use them to attack you or to fight you. The enemy can also try to destroy their future. So always prepare your family members spiritually. A lot of things is happening spiritually. And may we not be used negatively, but positively. But when the enemy wants to use anybody negatively against us, your spiritual life will quench it. The universe will reveal it to you, and you will prepare yourself, and their plans will not come to pass. Thank you for listening to me. Please share this video. Subscribe to this channel for more will come. Thank you, and may the Almighty and the universe bless us and be with us now and forevermore. May we be guided. May we be trained. Amen.